Libra, happy May. I hope you are doing well. Okay. All right, guys, these readings are short this month. They're short. They're kind of straight, right to the point. I can't even finagle ways to tell you how to get around this other than you've got to really go through it. You've got to face it, and you've got to fix it, and you've got to go on from there, right? It's kind of, there's no way around the things that need to be taken care of. That's what the universe is saying. I've done these readings outside. I've used different decks. I've used fortune cards. I've used tarot cards. The energies are the same, and it's a bit much. It's a lot. But I don't feel that there's going to be any way that you can't not fix the things that need to be fixed right now, because I think it's just going to be too blatantly uncomfortable, honestly. Okay. I think this is in reference to a relationship. I think maybe watch Virgo's reading too. I know they got the 5 of Cups in there as well, but these are the things that we do to ourselves sometimes too, right? I think that we come in with the energy of that 7 of Coins. Right here. I had to finagle the cards a little bit different, like I say, but that's the energy of the 7 of Coins. It's the card of hitting that pause button, right? You've got to look at where you've been and where you're going. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, not that I think the universe is going to let us get a free pass. I really don't. I think if that happens and somehow you're able to finagle around making this change, I think it's really going to be a fall from grace. And that's what that card can also be, right? It's a card to look where you've been, take what you've got and pull it forward in a different way than you've been doing it. Anytime a 7 comes up, you've got to go in a different direction. When it's taking the spiritual high road, and that sometimes just means balance. You know what I mean? You've got to check that out for sure. Okay. That is one of the fortune cards. It is one of the fortune cards for financial gain, right? It's like the millionaires, one of the really great financial cards in there. It's just, how are you playing your hand, right? You come in with the 4 of Cups. You've got the Emperor and the 10 of Swords. Now, just as a sidebar, the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Swords, those are karma cards. In a relationship, that would be like a karmic relationship. Okay, and the Emperor in reverse is saying that the balance is off, the power is off, the energy flow is off. That card in reverse it's a strong card. It's just a card of saying you're not going to get past this without looking at this, right? So it can also be with the Emperor in reverse that it's done. It's just done, right? The Emperor is like a king. They come in when the aces are the seeds, the queens maintain, and the kings are the winters of time, where we've got to now, chop down the stalks to let the soil turn again. It's the ending. It's kind of like the destructive part of this isn't going to work anymore from this standpoint. So him next to that 10 of Swords is just saying you just can't get past here. And the advice is the Ace of Swords to really look at things. It's clarity, it's new beginnings, it's really looking at something. It's the double-edged sword. It's looking at crap and saying, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, that's true, but not liking it. You don't need to like it, but you're not going to be able to not look at it. And that's what the 5 of Cups is about, right? It's a card that, it's putting expectations on other people. It's being too tough on other people. It's having idealistic views of how relationships should look and how they should be. And, it's kind of like the picture perfect magazine cover, but nobody really lives like that. You know what I mean? It's about missed opportunities, and it's about really being tough on yourself and it's kind of being pessimistic. You know what I mean? Like not really looking at the glass half full or the good things that you've got in your life. And usually what happens here, and this was very, very similar to Virgos, and I'm pointing it out because you've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups in reverse on the outbound. So that's saying that whatever it is that you're passionate about, the Ace of Cups is a card of love and relationships and all of that, but it's in reverse. So you've got to look at here how you are expressing that first and foremost to yourself, and then again to other people, because I think whatever relationship this is mirroring back to you the things within yourself that any kind of karmic relationship is going to mirror back to you the things that you've got to take a look at. And it's going to be usually one that pushes all of your buttons. You know what I mean? It's going to bring it right down to bare bones here. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I'm going to say that this relationship did not end well, or is at a point where it's just not able to go forward without that Five of Cups and the Ace of Swords really doing what they need to do. Get clarity, be crystal clear on what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. And the Five of Cups is, you know, to start looking at the things that you've got instead of the things that you don't have. Because what'll happen is you're going to lose it all. You'll lose exactly what's sitting right in front of you because you're nitpicking, or you're holding it to too high expectations, or you're judging people, or it's just, you know, I don't think it's intentional. I would hope it's not intentional, but sometimes we have these behaviors that these kind of energies are not going to let you pass, and you're going to need to really look at stuff. And sometimes it's that stark realization of that Five of Cups in there where it's disappointment. It's not just disappointment in other people, though. It's disappointment in yourself. But most of all, fives are just where you need to look at your behaviors. You know what I mean? That's all. Just look at your behaviors, see what you need to do to fix it, see what's going to make you happier in life, and just learn from your mistakes and move forward. And that's all that this is. You know what I mean? That's all that this is just really looking at stuff. I wish there was a nicer, sweeter, kinder way to put this, but I know that no matter what I say, it's not going to be, I can't give you false hope. You're going to need to look at this, and you're going to need to look at, you know, why you hold people to such high expectations. You know what I mean? Including yourself. The Emperor in reverse, nobody could live up to that. Absolutely nobody could live up to that expectation. That is way too strong of an energy in reverse for anyone to live up to, including yourself. So that's most likely why it's in reverse, because you've got to flip that around there. And, you know, the Emperor is only able to rule his kingdom when the people know that, you know, they're being seen and they're being heard and things are to their best interest, when there's an even flow of energy, you know. And with that Ten of Swords on, you know, in the equation there, it's karma come back to get you. You know what I mean? I'm not laughing at you, but it's like we cannot get past this. And trust me, I'm a human being too. I'm dealing with my own demons right now. So we all go through this. No one is not able to look at some things here. And we're not perfect, or we wouldn't be here, right? So just address the things that you need to look at, you know, release them, be kind with yourself, be kind with other people, and let it go. Okay. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to do anything for you. Okay. Thank you so much.